Good afternoon. It is Wednesday, November 27th. It is currently 3:06 in the afternoon, and it is Blackout Wednesday here. I'm sure it is everywhere. But anyway, this is the time when the college kids come home, and then they go out tonight and go to the bars and meet up with their friends before Thanksgiving. And last year, it was pretty damn busy. So I'm hoping there's a repeat for tonight. Get an earlier start than normal, which is great. There's been little pops of surge every now and then. There's Trans-Siberian Orchestra has a concert going on right now, and then they have another show later on tonight. So there should be some activity, plus airport stuff I'm hoping for, at least drop-offs. Maybe pickups at the same time if I keep my streak alive. Remember, 9 for 9 on the drop-off pickup at the airport. So, no Mystro tonight. I'm going to fly without a net. Try to keep it in my zone on my own. I'm just a little perturbed with Mystro and how it interacts with Uber. It's just not very stable. It works great with Lyft. I mean, it's seamless with Lyft. But with Uber, it struggles. So we're going to go without it. When I was in the city over the weekend on Saturday, I drove without Mystro at all, and it was totally fine. And I feel like I can maintain that here. So we'll see. You're going to have to pay really close attention to some of the rides, make sure they're going where I want them to go. But yeah, that's going to be the plan. So let's hit go. Get this bad boy fired up and see what happens. I'm going to I'm going to start making my way towards downtown and see what happens. Oh, you can see there's a little something here going on. But this is where I want to be, is down here. So I think I'm going to start making my way that way. And if I get a ride going that way, even better. And while we're here, let's go take a look at what Lyft's got going on. Do I want to do that? Not really. I'm going to pass on that one. So what Lyft's got going. Lyft has had some surge as well today. Kind of all over the place. But the focus, of course, is on Uber because I want to kill my EV goal and get that knocked out. So I'm really focused on trying to get that done. If memory serves me, I've got like 60-something rides to go. Let's see. 62 rides. I will definitely knock that out. Oh, I knew they were going to come back with that one. You know what? We'll do it. Might as well. It's a little shorty, but it'll work out. We'll go get Mark here. Anyway, I was saying I want to knock this out. I'm going to definitely get it knocked out by Friday, because Friday I'm going to be back in the city for an all-day banger. Drive until I get timed out, and then I'll switch over to Lyft. Actually, I'll probably switch over to Lyft, maybe, as soon as I hit the EV goal, and then just ride Lyft for the rest of the time, or just ride Uber until I get timed out, and then make the switch then. I'm not really sure. That'll be a game day decision on that one. But in the meantime, let's go get Mark, get started on this Blackout Wednesday, and see how this night goes. Kind of anticipating being busy and consistent rides, and hopefully some good ones, and we'll make some money tonight. If I can clear 250-ish, I'd be pretty happy with that. 250 is a reasonable goal. I think last year I did 240, so I think I can get 250 this year. So we'll see. That's the plan. All right, I'll be back in a little bit. Well, I just did a drop off at the airport, and it looks like my streak may be coming to an end. Currently 9 for 9 on drop off and pickups, and I just looked at the waiting area where passengers wait for rides, and there was no one there. And over in the other area where people get picked up, there was no one there as well. So not looking good. I'm going to kind of creep my way out of here and see what happens. But yeah, looks like maybe my streak is over at 9 for 9. I hate when streaks come to an end. But then again, you got to start a new one, so we'll see what happens. So All right, let me figure this out. Worst case, I'm heading back into town and going and see what I can find down there. So let me do that, and I'll be back here in a little bit. All right, I'll be back. Well, quick update. Appears we have hit the lull. It is come to a screeching halt. I even have the Lyft app on right now, and as you can see, I've got a $2 surge on my next trip with Uber. And then I turned on Lyft, and I've done one ride there so far. And yeah, it's like crickets right now, which is crazy. $4 bonus at SMF. Really? Are they busy? There's freaking 81 drivers there. Yeah, that's insane. That's crazy. I wonder what the what does Uber's queue look like? Let's take a look. Yeah, look at that. Damn. A lot of people waiting over there. There's 10 flights coming in. 9. That's a lot of people waiting. Well, have at it. Yeah, I'm gonna sit tight here and just wait and see what happens. There's the concert, the Trans-Siberian Orchestra is playing. That's what that event is. There's also, I think, the Nutcracker's going on. There's some other stuff happening. There's a lot of activity going on tonight, so there should be plenty of action. I think right now, it's the dinner lull where people are out to eat right now, and I'm just gonna have to wait this one out. I'm pretty positive it's gonna be busy come about 9 o'clock until the bars close. At least I'm hoping. That's the hope. So we'll see what happens. In the meantime, I'm gonna sit tight and just wait here for my next ride and see what happens. So I'll be back. All right. Quick update. So I just repositioned myself down here, and there's these two. I'm right in between the two surge numbers, as you can see. And what's crazy is I'm not getting any rides. I mean, I have not gotten an offer, even though those two surges are there, which really makes me wonder if. And there's another one over here, 575. And just a couple minutes ago, up where it says South Pacific Richards up there was a $4 surge up there just a couple minutes ago, and then it went away. But you would think if I'm sitting in between these two that I'd get something. I mean, that either there is no available ride and they just want drivers down here because the airport is super impacted right now, or there's a bunch of us other drivers right around. So let's take a look. I'm looking at the normal app, and yeah, there is 6 cars within a couple blocks of where I am right now, and they're obviously all trying to get that surge. Which is probably why they're doing it, is to get drivers into the area. I mean, even looking at the rates right now for some, like Uber Black right now to go is almost on par with what Uber Comfort is and Comfort Electric. Wow. Their rates right now for riders is pretty low. Anyway, I'm just surprised. Also, all these guys that are around me right now are all moving and not sitting still. I'm the only one that's sitting still. Well, actually, I take that back. There's 2 other cars a block away from me that are sitting still. But yeah, still waiting. I've gotten some ride offers from Lyft, and I've punted them because they were like, one was a $3 ride, one was a $4 ride, and then I just got another $6 ride, but it was taking me out of the grid area, and I was like, I'm not going to I'm not going to do that ride and then have to either come back or deadhead it back in, or hope to get a ride back in from that area where it was going, which I don't think would have been very probable. So I punted on that one. And then there was another ride that came in from Uber that was going to Oak Grove, and I don't do Oak Grove. Too far south, way out of my zone. That's just not my jam. Yeah, and you can see it just updated now. That $4 surge is back out there. That's where it was before. And it's funny, I just think that they're trying to pull drivers in from the airport because the airport is so impacted with drivers right now. Yeah, the last time I looked, it was 75 or 76 to 80 cars, and now, as you can see, it's up to 90, 86 to 90 cars. And we're not even at the peak of flights coming in. I mean, there's 9 right now, 11 at 9 o'clock, and then the peak's at 10 at 16. So interesting. I wonder if they're trying to pull people out of that queue to try to entice them to come into town with some of the surge stuff. There's even some out there. I don't know. I'm going to wait it out. I'm going to see what happens. See how this plays out. But I'll come back and provide updates here in a little bit. All right, I'll be back. Well, quick update. Right now I've kind of finished up my last ride, and now I'm getting the silly rides are coming in right now. I mean, these things are crazy. Like that, driving 15 miles. I mean, I'm not even close. I'm not even in the same zip code as these rides. And it's just like one after another. It's kind of crazy. Anyway, man, the night picked up pretty good at about 9 o'clock. This is going to continue on. Got busy. All the kids around going to the bars and stuff like that, like they do, and it was pretty good. I mean, it just got at about 9:30 is when it just kind of like picked up all of a sudden, and then it was pretty consistent. And can't complain about that. I am on my way back home right now. So I'm gonna turn this off because all this is driving me crazy, and these are crazy rides. I'll do a wrap up when I get back in the garage. So I'll be back here in a minute. But in the meantime, I'm gonna turn this off, I think, and just drive. Anyway, there you go. There's another one. 20 miles, 19.3 miles away. That's crazy. That was almost a 40-mile ride for 20-something bucks. This one too. That's. I mean, if I was close and I was paying that, maybe. But these things are just insane. All right, I'll be back. Alrighty, back in the garage, and the craziness continues on with these rides. just, it's hard to believe like I'm the closest person to some of these rides. And there's been a Cameron Park ride, which is this ride right here. This is the 6th time that I've seen this ride, and the price is, well, now it went back up. The last price I saw for that ride was at 19. It started out at 24. It went all the way down to 19 and change, and then it's bouncing back up again. Maybe they're figuring out that no one wants it because they keep reducing the price. But I mean, if I was in the area, maybe for that cost, but I'm not driving 10 miles to go pick someone up. That's just ridiculous. All right, let's turn this off, just because this is kind of nonsense. There we go. Woo. All right, let's take a look at, I mean, you can see the surge. Typical. All right, let's take a look at the numbers. Nice. So, while I get the rides up here. So, in addition to that, what was it, $247? In addition to that, I got a $20 cash tip and a $20 cash ride. On top of that, what was there? So, what's that? $287 for the night. Here's the last ride that I did right there for $18.29. That was not a bad ride. Multiple stop, but the first 2 stops were like within blocks of each other, and then the last one was on my way home, so that worked out really well. This ride that I canceled right there, I accidentally started the ride before the guy was like being notified or something like that, and I was just like, well, screw it. Actually, that worked out really well to cancel that ride, because then I got that $21.50 ride right after it. That $8.57 took me back into town to get the $18.29. So that cancel ride was a $15 ride, and that by canceling it, I got those other 3 rides out of that, which is pretty damn good. All right, here we go. Good night. I mean, again, you'll see here, I mean, it's pretty consistent. These rides are coming in one right after the other, without any breaks or anything like that. Thank you. And it's going to probably, I think it was about 9 or 9:30. Well, let's see, there's 9:23. Yeah, it was about, that ride right there at 9:23 was when it all kicked off. So, I mean, you can see there was almost an hour of wait between rides right there before things just went bananas. And even that's, whoa, what happened there? I think I did a Lyft ride in between there, or a couple, because I did do a couple Lyft rides. But yeah, it wasn't until after 9 o'clock that things just kind of took off. So there's all the Uber rides. Let's go take a look at Lyft. Oh, thank you. 1 for $6.14. There you go. Just cranking out rides for them. Boy, they hardly have any surge. So $6.14 and $287. So what is that? $293 something? $293 and change. That's a damn good night. That definitely beats my last year's numbers on Blackout Wednesday. So good night to be out. All right, that's going to do it for today. I will be back at it Friday. Friday is going to be a 12-hour banger on Uber. I'm going to get timed out. The plan is to get timed out. I'm going to start super early in the morning and drive until I can't with Uber, and then switch over to Lyft to finish out my time for the day on Friday. So that's going to be a marathon day. But in the meantime, please like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below. Appreciate all the feedback that I've been getting and the questions. I'm always happy to answer your questions. And with that, I will see you guys on Friday. All right, see you then. Hey, and happy Thanksgiving.